No, damn, just listen to it later.
Okay, I'll listen to it later, and we are now officially recording once again. We had to literally restart this because I had to get myself an alcoholic beverage, and I just took a little bit too long, and I felt it was very unprofessional to start the pilot episode off on such an unprofessional note. That being said, welcome to, hopefully, a very multi-million lateral dollar success podcast that'll take over JRE, that'll take over... What other podcasts are there?
Impulsive H3 podcast.
Yeah.
Frenemies.
Probably this is going to be the best podcast ever. You know, those guys, those big time YouTubers, they've got real guests who have celebrity fame status and interesting stories. But what we've got on this podcast on Untitled is interesting stories and interesting guests that are not famous, but they're great people. Right, Vedad?
Yeah.
So
no, it'll be fun. No, I've always wanted to do a podcast. I always thought it'd be a nice thing to do, but
yeah,
I never did it because I'm lazy as fuck right now.
Yeah,
and plus school, I just don't want to think about it. But here we are.
Yeah, so we there was supposed to be a co-host. Her name was Taylor. She's the original co-host. Me and her were chatting about this. She couldn't make it tonight on the fucking first episode. So we got someone in her place, Vedad, who is a guy I've known for quite some time. He's a great guy. He's still in high school, so everybody give a round of applause for...
Jesus Christ. I'm still in high school. My God. No, I'm kidding, people. At least I'm a freshman in college, dude. Oh, I'm only a freshman right now. I'm so fucked. I'm dropping out.
Hey, man, maybe Biden is going to remove the college debt. You never know.
If he does, that'd be... Actually, I don't have any debt right now. Thankfully.
No debt at all?
No, fucking DMAT came in clutch, dude.
Jesus.
That is beautiful.
Well, sorry, go ahead. Ooh.
What?
I didn't mean to cut you off there, I'm sorry.
Nah, I was good. You go.
I'm just going to turn your mic down here a little bit, or if you could do that for me, that would be phenomenal, since you sound like you're fucking the shit out of that mic.
Really?
Yeah, just a little bit.
This?
That's great. That sounds great. I think that's probably the best you've ever sounded in a million years.
Perfect.
A bit of backstory for this podcast before we get in and talk about what the podcast will be talking about. We were supposed to do this as a group, as a collective unit. I have a friend group of about, 8 or 9 people, what did you say? And
it comes and goes.
Yeah, well, it comes and goes. Yeah, here or there. One guy's in the Navy, comes back. Another guy gets deployed. Yeah, but we've been
None
wanting
of us
to
are
do this.
deployed.
Shut up, dude. The military discount.
Shut the fuck up.
But yeah, we're a bunch of cool, young, fruity-looking guys that were looking to start a podcast, and it never happened. So I decided to make my own podcast, and the whole point of the podcast is, sort of like a JRE experience in a smaller scale, where we bring on these cool guests, and we just conversate, get a little cup of coffee, maybe a water, just chat like old days. I don't think people chat enough nowadays. Tonight's drink of choice for me is a nice little mimosa. I've got a bit of vodka and orange juice. Vedad, what are we drinking tonight on this Sunday evening?
Water.
Okay.
That's it.
Anything else in there or what?
Nah, dude. Just that pure H2O. That's the only good drink you need in your life, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I can't lie. Water's great, but doesn't quite get you in the mood for a podcast like a nice orange mimosa at 9:20 at night. And we were talking before I got on. We should really just start copying everything Joe Rogan does. But have you ever done cannabis oil?
Shut the fuck up.
I was once in the jungle, and I took this hit of this ayahuascan venom.
Ayahuasca.
Yeah, I went to
bro,
this.
I took peyote in the desert, bro. Fucking gave me nightmares for 24 hours.
Okay, speaking of drugs, I watched this movie today. I think it's called. I think it was called Dead Bodies. It's on Netflix. This couple goes to Thailand. It's like this island off of Thailand, and they have this fucking drug, and they put a baby inside of her, but she's like infertile. She can't even get pregnant, and this island's supposed to have these magical powers and shit. Yeah. I mean, it's just this crazy drug that she ends up her husband. Oh man, it's kind of fucked because he like takes this butcher knife and then like cuts his insides open, and then they like pan the camera and you can see his insides like falling out. Oh yeah, it's
I don't even know this information. What the fuck?
Well, I was just saying, if you like gruesome films, it's a great. Well, I wouldn't say it's a great watch. It was a pretty shitty film overall. Like that director who probably wrote it thought he was writing something.
Came up with it in a night.
No, I mean there was clearly some thought put into it, but there's all these different plot devices. There's like this necklace that she has, and it's supposed to cure everything. So like she fucking dies in the beginning of the movie, and we're led to believe that this necklace is keeping her alive because she's technically dead, but she's alive with the necklace, right?
Mm-hmm.
And pretty early on in the movie, she's like, "Oh yeah, I don't buy any of this, this voodoo bullshit." And she takes the necklace off. She starts like throwing up fucking grass and dying. And the lady's like, "You should put that back on because you're gonna die if you don't." And she doesn't put it on, and then she puts it back on, and she's fine. And she still was just like, "Oh, I'm fine. It's not the necklace. I just had to use the bathroom."
What the fuck? Yeah, just throws up grass. Oh, dude, it's just the bathroom, man. Don't worry about it.
My God, dude, people. I sometimes, my biggest gripe when you're writing a script is, or I guess when you're watching a film, is those directors or I guess the screenwriters that write these purposefully stupid main characters so that their story can make sense. They take every possible route that no normal human being would take so that their story can progress.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Just movies nowadays are just shit. I really don't think I enjoy one of these newer movies nowadays.
Well, we watched Tenet not too long ago. I thought that was pretty good.
I haven't seen Tenet actually.
Oh, were you not there?
I have not. No, I don't know who you were. I forgot who you were with, but I just couldn't make it. I don't know. I mean, Christopher Nolan's a fucking amazing director, but I didn't see Tenet yet.
I'm really sorry to hear that. I thought you were there with us. I really did.
Damn, bro. Fake friends. Don't hit me up.
I think
if you know, you know.
Who want to FaceTime?
Who want to FaceTime with a party at? Oh, dude. Speaking of that, God, this fucking my old like last semester, I had like that history. I had a history group chat with the whole class, and there's this one guy that always talked about partying and shit. And always was like, "Hey, if you want to party tonight, come over. Don't just all this shit." And then finally. One day we were talking about it excessively, and like he texted in the group chat, he's like, "Hey, yo, anybody want to FaceTime? Anybody want to go to a party or some shit?" I don't know. I don't know how people like that exist. I'm sorry.
I don't get the people who do they put it on Snapchat and they're like, "Nobody hit me up. Only the real ones know." I'm going through some dark shit in my life.
My neighbors like that. I don't get people like that. Just don't be there. Just don't say shit. Don't respond. Why do you have to fucking make a whole fucking breaking news? I don't want to talk to anyone. Please leave me alone. Just asking for attention, dude. Go fuck yourself.
Well, I'm curious as to why they post it. What goes through
attention?
Your head?
That's it.
You think so?
They just want. Yeah, no, that's literally what it is. Just getting attention. You just want to be noticed. You feel like no one's reminding you, like no one's thinking about you enough, or like they're not always thinking about you, and now it's like, oh bullshit.
That's kind of sad.
What am I gonna do now? It is, but what are you gonna do?
I mean, it's a bit cringe in a way, because I mean, there's people that I've had on my Snapchat that and of course, depression's not a funny subject, but they'll post some stuff related to their depression, and it's like a post after post after post after post, and it's like them driving, and they've got this music, and it's like 15 Snapchats of this whole song. It's like. What is the point of posting this, dude?
No, it's just attention.
I don't think they're posting it, though, for everybody. I think that usually when people post something like that, because I've done this, you post something on your Snapchat.
Yeah, but...
Oh, no, you post it because you got a few people like you want to see, you want them to see, like when you got like a good fire selfie, you put that shit on your Snapchat and like you put it on your story, but you don't really care if like 95% of the people watch it. There's a couple girls on there, or vice versa, guys that are like, you want them to see that and be like, ooh, shit. So maybe that's
it. True, but I don't know.
Maybe it's a weird fetish.
Maybe it's a fetish, dude. I don't know, man.
But do you think anybody's actually swiped up on that story then and like they FaceTimed? What What are they talking about?
It said middle school, high school type mentality, just always like just doing some weird shit, man. That's how it was. I had to experience it firsthand. I mean, you did too, but just why?
I feel like middle school was a lot different for me than it was for you. Because for those who don't know, Vedad is 19. I'm 22, which doesn't seem like a big gap in age, but it was a big gap in age. Because back in our middle school days, phones were just coming out, like they were just a thing. But I'm assuming for Vedad, for you, by the time you got into middle school, phones must have been popping off at that point. Everybody had one.
No, of course. The only reason I got my phone and like was just because I was going to that DC trip, and my mom realized like, shit, I don't know how I'm gonna contact them. She's like, all right, I'll buy you a fucking phone, but you're only using it for fucking phone calls and shit.
What kind of phone was it? Was it a burner phone?
No, fuck. She had to actually contact me, so I think it was like an iPhone like 5S. That was my first phone, yeah. I think.
Holy
iPhone
shit!
5S.
Are you fucking? That was your first phone?
I believe so. That was back when what came out then? I forgot what phone came out then.
Holy shit, dude! Your first.
There was another phone. There was like a few like. I don't
No,
remember.
your first phone was the iPhone 5S. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
That was fucking pretty new at that time.
Was after I forget.
Oh my god, dude!
She knew the type of person I am. Like whenever I get something, dude, I use it for a long time. Like I'll make sure it lasts because I don't want to replace it, or I just don't feel like replacing it. I didn't get a new phone until like 2-3 years later, maybe, because it was just bad.
2-3 years later.
Okay, no, 2-3 years. But then the last phone I had, what was it? The iPhone. Fucking man, I already forget. I don't even know what phone I have now, dude.
Oh my god!
I have the iPhone 11 now.
Oh my god, dude! High roller.
Okay. Jesus, it's not that fucking holy shit.
Wolf of Wall Street over here.
The point is just pretty much like I use this shit. I don't do what other like Apple fanatics do. Like every single year get a new phone. Every single year get the new iPad. There's no point. Just fucking use the phone that you have until it actually becomes shit. I mean, I know you fucking experienced it firsthand. Well, you have an iPhone 6 for how long?
Yeah, I had an iPhone 6S for almost 4.5 years. So you want to talk about making shit last, motherfucker? It was like a prune or like a raisin, a dried raisin. There was no life left in that phone.
Fuck's sake.
But shit, my first phone was my first actual phone was it was a fake phone. It was a flip phone with this girl with a bikini on it.
Oh my god. Okay, well everyone had that.
But my first real phone was it was like not a Nokia, a BlackBerry, really shitty BlackBerry knockoff that slid up and the keyboard was there. And there was you could play Tetris on there, but it was only the demo game, so you only got to play it for like 2 minutes before you like they'd offer you to buy the full game. And I'm fucking 12
I remember fucking Kenny had the same thing. Or it's something similar to that. Actually, wait, no. Now I remember. I think like okay, so my first like official phone I would say is the iPhone, that one. But like I had my dad gave me like this shitty ass Samsung that he had, this old Galaxy, and the only reason I used it was just to play the like Game Boy Advance like emulators on it because Android didn't care about that shit, but Apple does. I found a good emulator on my iPhone now, hasn't been removed yet, but back then, like, well, even still now, it's just Samsung doesn't care. And so I just played the fuck out of I forgot which Pokemon I was playing. I think it was like Pokemon. I think it was Pokemon Silver, probably. It's like my favorite one, anyways. Soul Silver. Yeah.
I was gonna say, I feel like, again, we're the same generation, but I feel like even high school days were different compared to kids that are going through high school now. Because everybody has a fucking iPhone. Everybody has a Twitter, an Instagram, a Snapchat. I was there for the original. Mom, can I please make a Facebook days where you were 12 years old on a fucking Facebook?
Oh, well.
Or Tumblr. Do you remember Tumblr? That was a fucking.
Yeah.
That app was incredible. That was the edgy emo. Or Askfm.
Yeah.
You remember that shit?
I feel like I remember it. I never used it. Never interacted with it.
Askfm was by far, in my opinion, the best middle school app. Whoever made that, the creators, they knew their market, they knew their audience. Because for those who don't know, it's an anonymous question board. You make an account, right? And I don't know whether or not you have the choice to make it private, but basically, people would give you questions and you would answer them. So like Instagram polls nowadays, that was what that was back in the day. And so you would go on your crush's Askfm, anonymously, of course.
Oh my God, you like me?
And you'd put something like, who do you like, in hopes that she says your name, and then she says some other dude's name, and then, you play Linkin Park because you're depressed.
Linkin Park because you're depressed.
But yeah, Askfm was something else.
People still do those things. Surprises me.
Well, the only people that still use that app now are like white trash that, they're like 35 and live in like their mom's basement.
Oh yeah, Askfm. I meant like on the Snapchat, like when people do slide up and all that shit, do the anonymous stuff on there. But
I know I never got into that stuff. I know I mean, Askfm I got into, but like when you're fucking 18, dude, and you're putting like, oh, ask me anything. It's like, what are we
ask
doing?
me anything.
It's like, what are we doing? Like what's going on here?
I don't know.
I will say one thing. I miss the old days, if for nothing else, the fact that like when you were in the airport, for example. I mean, iPods were a thing, but like I remember specifically, I brought like a WWE like wrestler's book, and that was the only form of entertainment I had. And I want to keep in mind that was a picture book. It wasn't even a fucking chapter book. There was like maybe 40 pages. I read through that fucking thing like 10 times over and knew everybody's backstories, biographies, how many championships they'd won, what they had for breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the past 3 years. You don't see that nowadays. You see these kids that are like tuned in, missing the outside world. We sound like such fucking boomers. Let's just rename this boomer talk when the Vedad has been.
Boomer. Yeah, dude. Nah, but man, airports. I miss those. I remember I used to always. I mean, I kind of still do. Have like the DS Lite. I play the fuck out of that whenever I travel.
Did you ever have? Did you have a Game Boy Advance at any point?
No, I'm pissed because my dad had one, or a Game Boy Advance, whichever one it was. He had one, and he doesn't know where it is, and I was so pissed off. And I'm asking him, like, dude, where could it be? He's like, it's not at my house. It might be at your mom's, like, parents' house. But, like, dude, that's too much shit to go through. I'm like, fuck's sake.
Would you ever take your DS Lite with you, like, on the plane when you were, like, flying over to, like, Bosnia or something, dude?
Yeah, I took anywhere I travel, like, even by, like, road, like, I literally bring my DS. Because I was like, it's a form of entertainment, sure, but also just, like, just fun, dude. I love it.
Dude, it hits so much fucking different. Like when you're on that plane, there's certain sounds that give me nostalgia. Like when you hear the Minecraft music, there's a video on YouTube. It's like Minecraft music, but it's 9 a.m. or it's like 10:30 p.m. and you can hear the crickets outside. But the nostalgia of like flying over to Bosnia on those overnight fucking plane rides, like the lights are off, the cabin like air is going. You got your fucking blanket, and you've got your, like, low battery Nintendo DS, and you're, like, playing Pokemon. Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, no, those were the best, dude. I still remember my first game was Soul Silver. That was my first ever Pokemon game as well.
What a fucking game.
Dude, I still have it. I feel like, I think like a week ago, I turned it on. My action replay, I think, is fucked, so I'm either going to have to clean it or get a new one, but I checked through and it's on my phone how many Pokemon I actually have left. I use the action replay. And dude, I abused the fuck out of that, collecting every single Pokemon. Like every single Pokemon I caught was like level fucking 10 or like 20 or some shit. I would literally get Arceus, like the god of all Pokemon. He's level like 20. But I was like, fuck it, dude.
But see, you don't have that nowadays. Now you got fucking Pokemon Go on the mobile phone. It's not the same. Oh yeah, but it's not the same. It's
not the same, but I like it though. It's interesting. It's something different. It's actually what I've wanted to do. Like no, they actually Pokemon Go is the it's the result of the I forgot what they're actually called. You got it with like when Soul Silver and Heart Gold came out. they released with them like a little like I have it in my drawer actually. It's like a little like fucking game, like one of those handheld little things. It's literally the shape of a Pokeball with a small screen on it with like 3-4 buttons on it, and it's literally how you play Pokemon Go. You literally walk around. You can run into Pokemon sometimes, and it's a little arcadey thing. But I fucking loved that. Pokemon kind of suck, but it's okay. You can pretty much like transfer the Pokemon from your DS into that device, but I never did. That's where the information actually came from.
I never knew a fucking kid that had the transfer cables. Never knew a kid that had them. But there was some Pokemon. There was some Pokemon. I know, like Machoke, I think.
Machoke,
what's his final evolution? Is it Machamp?
Machamp, yeah. Machamp, you need to trade with.
Gengar,
you need to trade. To get Alakazam, you need to trade.
Fucking
I always hated
bullshit,
that,
dude. I know, and you can't get like the. Well, I think in the first gen Pokemon you could get the other two starters, but like in Emerald, which is the Pokemon game that I like kind of grew up playing, you couldn't get the other two starters unless you either A, restarted the game and then just started a new game, or B, you traded off with somebody else, which was fucking bullshit, dude. It was
that's why I got the action replay.
Yeah, well, that's just cheating. That's just horseshit.
Well, see, the thing is, I only used the action, like I got the action replay, but then I was like, I'm gonna wait until like I complete the game, like fully and everything, then I'll go and abuse this shit. Because I was like, I want to play it fairly, and I still want to enjoy it, but then I was like, fuck it.
I was gonna say, when I was in middle school, I think it was like 8th grade, there was a girl who my neighbor had given me his Game Boy Advance. He just gave it to me. He didn't want it anymore. I was like, oh, fucking take it. And then there was a girl at our school that had given me a cartridge of Pokemon Emerald, and I'd never played it. As a kid, I never beat it. So I put that in, and I played through the shit. I mean, it took me like 4 days to beat the whole fucking thing, because I was like day and night, right? But what I didn't realize, it was a pirated fucking copy of the game. And so when you beat when you beat your rival at the very end of the game fucking restarts. It erases your whole fucking save, and it restarts you, dude. And I remember there's a Facebook post out there of me. And it's like, it's a long ass post too. It's talking about like, I'm like acting as if someone fucking died in my family. I'm like, tonight, March 9th. 2014, and
that
it was so hard. So I ordered a fresh copy of Emerald, like an actual legitimate copy, and I went and beat the shit out of everything again. And then I found out about like EV training, and then I found out about how nerdy people can actually get with like stats and shit. You can have like the Poke virus to like double people's like XP and shit. And
I never got that into. I couldn't like. I mean, I get it. If I got like, okay, if I was fully into Pokemon, maybe it'd be fun. But like, I just like, I know, like, I see the stats. I know I see like their attributes and shit. But I'm like, man, just give me the fucking highest like HP attack, and I'll fucking win.
I think. I don't know. I got into it. I thought it was fun. I had like spreadsheets, I had like.
Well, I didn't have spreadsheets.
Oh yeah, dude. I had some spreadsheets on Excel of every Pokemon. Oh, not every Pokemon, but there were a few Pokemon that gave out better stats than other ones. And like, I remember I wanted to get Smlatic, but the only way you can get Smlatic in Emerald, there's a fucking fish, and it only spawns in like 13 tiles of water. So
Phoebus.
Phoebus, that's his fucking name.
I remember now. Yeah, dude, man, fucking
the goddamn rush that I got when I found that motherfucker. I was like, shit, there's fucking Phoebus. And then I was like, wait a minute, we have to still catch this fucking guy. Oh, and it was just, fuck me, dude.
He's in Pokemon Go now, and it sucks because like it takes. I forgot how much exactly candy. It's either 100 or 400 candies of Phoebus to evolve him. And I only caught him once, and I'm like, dude, how the hell am I going to catch this guy? So the only other option I have is to like put him as my partner, but I don't even know how many miles I have to walk to get enough candy to evolve that fucker. That's going to be hell. My God.
I was going to say, yeah, Phoebus is a fucking... There was another Pokemon that I forgot who was really hard to catch. Oh, is it it's Gladios and Latrios or whatever.
Gladios and Latios, yeah.
Yeah, but I think they fucking run away after your first action. So if you don't catch them, yeah, I think they do. If you don't catch them on your first action, they run away, and I don't know if they're super rare per se, but after you beat the game,
they only appear. They appear like fucking every, I don't even know how many times, dude. It's hard as fuck to find them.
Yeah, I had to use a Master Ball, I think, to catch one of them. I don't remember if I even ended up catching the other one or what happened, but
jeez.
Pokemon games, man, they condition you as a kid. So,
yeah.
I mean, we've had this conversation before about how video games in general just don't seem to be as good as they once were. And I don't know, man. Look no further than Cyberpunk and the shit show that's going on with that game. And the budget.
I think, and I've recently just started thinking about this. It's the nostalgia we get from that game that makes it better.
I don't agree. I actually can't agree.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, the game was good, but like, think about like.
Wait, what game? What game are we talking about? Emerald?
Well, yeah, sure. Let's take Emerald for example.
That's a good game. The thing is, I never beat the game. I played it as a kid. I never beat the fucking game, but I actually genuinely enjoyed Pokemon Emerald. Like, the story is fucking basic, right? But like the soundtrack, for it being like 16-bit, 32-bit soundtrack, and the Pokemon designs, for example, like they're fucking cool. And the fact that it's so in-depth with, the EV stats, you don't have to fucking use that shit, but it's all there. And there's so much content in a fucking game that's probably, $30 when it came out, and it's on a goddamn, DS cartridge, for fuck's sake.
Yeah.
There's no hidden content. There's no DLC. It was, here's what you get, and this is what you're getting. And it's a shitload of content, and it's completely fucking worth it.
Yeah.
I agree. I played Final Fantasy X not too long ago, and that was another game that from like my childhood and I literally only played that game to like the first 5% of it because I couldn't get past it. So I mean, I was coming into it with like literally no other than the fact that I knew what the game kind of was. Okay, but that game was made in 2001, and holy fuck, that game is like easily top 5 favorite games I've ever fucking played, dude. Because there's so much depth to the game, and there's so much content, dude. It's like a 75 hour game, like minimum, to do everything in the game. Like over 100 hours you could easily put in, and that's a 2001 game. You have a whole fucking map with like 40 different areas to explore, 1,000 different enemies, 7 different characters to play as. That's a 2001 game, and the story is so good. And then you look at games like Cyberpunk now, where they're coming out with like quadruple the budget and twice the production team, so much better technology, and not only did they fucking release this game as a shit show, right? But I'm sure at some point they're gonna say, "Oh, we've got DLC planned for Cyberpunk. $30 extra gets you a skin, a car, and a couple extra missions." And it's like,
no.
Money has taken over the video game industry.
Oh no, don't get me wrong. Like, that aspect still exists. I'm just saying, like, one big part of it was your nostalgia towards the game. But I'm saying as well, and I agree, over time games have become shit because of just the developers and the companies like fucking making it like pay to win or adding the DLCs. It's just like, give me everything. Like, if you go to if you go in the past, like back in PlayStation 2, and even PlayStation 3 as well, it's just when you had everything in the game right away and you didn't have to get a DLC for it, like, that was sick. I remember like old Lego games, they would have they'd be hard as shit. Like, they were easy, but like some of the stuff you had to do was like hard as shit, which was like, let's say, getting enough fucking, like, you had to get all the mini kits, or like trying to unlock like a secret level and all that. I remember in Lego Batman 1, the OG, you had to get 100% in. I'm pretty sure it was 100% in the whole game, so you can do the villain side of the story. Like, there would be like in Wayne Manor, like there'd be like a door that opens up and it says "Go to Arkham Asylum," or maybe it was in the Batcave. Right. And you would go and like every single mission that you did as Batman, you would do it as the villain, but like them setting up the mission. So like if let's say like the Mr. Freeze mission, like Mr. Freeze like taking over like the ice factory and fucking ice cream factory and like fucking taking it over, like you would do all that, and then technically the mission that you did for as Batman like would come right after that. It's just they made you like work for it. It was like fun.
Well, that's what I'm saying too. I think okay, I do agree with you on the nostalgia part. Like, there's a game called Dynasty Warriors 3 that is, by all means, it's a hack and slash game. You click literally 2 fucking buttons, okay, and the voice acting sucks. The story is pretty confusing. It's fun. It's a fun game, but I think it's way more fun than it should be because I grew up playing that game. So I do understand what you're saying there. But to the other point with what you were saying about how games nowadays are shittier. I used to think it was because, as we're getting older, we have more responsibilities, so we don't have as much time to play games. And of course, as you get older, you're more critical of the product that you're playing. I used to think that, dude, but then it's like I started looking at the games I was playing, and I'm thinking to myself, like, I'm paying $60 for a 10-hour experience with pretty linear gameplay, shallow story. The score sucks. The characters, you know what I mean? It's like I don't think it's that. I think it's just that the effort, the focus is being shifted now to, well, we gotta keep this game going for so many years. So let's cut a lot of the content and change the story so that it can continue on and pay DLC so we can make even more money from it, which is fucked.
I mean,
look at Modern Warfare, Vedad. Look at Modern Warfare. I said this at the beginning when I bought the game. I didn't want to buy it, but you guys were like, "Oh, it's you got to buy it." I'm like, "Okay, fine, I'll buy it." But before that game came out, what was the previous Call of Duty that had come out? Was it Advanced Warfare? Or no, was it Black Ops? Oh, it was Black Ops 4. Black Ops 4. Black Ops 4. Black Ops 4 was such a shitty game. It gives you no campaign. You get multiplayer. And I can't believe I bought that game. You guys told me to fucking buy that game, and I did not want to buy it. But you guys were like, just buy it. I hadn't bought a COD in so fucking long. $60 gets you a fucking multiplayer that sucked dick, that was fucking dreadful. That's it. I think that's all you actually get. You get some Spec Ops missions too, but you get like nothing. You get nothing. And I bought that game, and then I'm assuming that game did really poor. But when I bought that game, I said to you guys, I said, they're going to wait to pull the Modern Warfare trigger, because when their sales go shit, they know they have something to fall back on because they're going to sell the fucking nostalgia for that game. And then sure fucking enough, they make the announcement, we're redoing Modern Warfare. It's not the same thing, but it's different. It's like, fuck. And you know what? I'll give them props. The gameplay felt good and all that, but then I was not a big fan of the fact that like day one, it's like, what, 110 gigabytes? And now the game is like over 200 fucking gigabytes and updates. It's like, Jesus Christ.
That pissed me off. I was like, dude, just, what's the fucking point?
You know what else?
And then also, like, you have to download, like, the content individually. Like, I was like, I download the whole game, and then it's like, all right, now you gotta download each of these packs to be able to actually play this shit. Like,
I know, it takes you like 3 days to actually get into the fucking game. It's, like, unbelievable to me. And, like, Warframe, for example. You and I have both played Warframe. It's a fucking free PlayStation game. You can download it for free. You don't have to pay a fucking dime. There is so much content in that game. So much content. The story is, again, confusing, but I think it's okay. The gameplay is so much fucking fun. But you know what? They put out updates every fucking week, just like Call of Duty Modern Warfare, with new gameplay, new characters. Again, you don't have to pay for any of these fucking DLC contents. And it's like, their game file size is still like 50 gigabytes, and that game's been out since like 2014.
Yeah.
Mind-boggling to me. Fucking mind-boggling, dude.
Fucking that game, dude. Such a grind, I will admit that.
Oh yeah, I mean it was a fucking dirty grinding game. But you know what, dude? It's, I don't know. I don't think AAA titles is where it's at anymore. I think AAA titles are they're deceiving. You know. Yeah. They boast this massive budget. Like, remember Destiny, when Destiny was like being hyped up as the greatest game that will ever come out, and the budget was like, it broke every record. It had like the biggest production budget for a game. And then and then the game came out, and
wait, Destiny 1 or 2 are you talking about?
The first one. I don't know anything about the second one, but we don't even count the second one because the first one fucked up so bad. It wasn't good at all. People liked it, but it was an average game. A fucking average game. And it's like, I don't know, dude, but it's hard for people to, like, other studios, like indie studios, to get recognized in the mainstream market because the only two fucking publishers nowadays are, like, EA and Ubisoft. That's it. And they don't want to sell your shitty indie game that's probably way better. They want to sell the next FIFA.
Yeah, I just giving up at this point, dude. I just don't know. I want to play the games that I truly believe are fun and actually what I want to play. I just got, what's it called? Nick recommended me Horizon Zero Dawn, the first one, because I saw when I was watching the PS5, like fucking, you know, when the PS5 was like being announced, they showed a clip for Horizon, like the sequel to Horizon Zero Dawn. I was like, dude, that looks sick. And I realized, I was like, shit, that's what that game is? Like, I always, like, saw Horizon Zero Dawn, but I never knew what it was about, and I never saw anything. And then I saw that, like, all the mechanical, like, animals and shit, and, like, you're, like, a tribe. It was sick. I was like, what? I was like, alright, bet.
Oh, my... Okay, going off of that, did you... I don't know if you heard about this. I think this is old. Well, no, this is still new. FIFA 21 on this Nintendo Switch. Do you know that they're using the same, and I'm not kidding, the same fucking game port as FIFA 19?
Yeah, no, that's been confirmed already.
Yeah, they say that on the back of the disc. They say there's no new features. It's not FIFA 21. It's just 19 with updated rosters. And they're selling it for full price.
I know. Amazing. I knew, like, dude, when we were playing the last FIFA, like, FIFA 20, that's the, like, last one I played. I think did I take a break? I forgot. Like, when I played 17, 18, 18, 19, I was like, at 19, I was like, you know what, man, I'm done. And then I got convinced, I was like, shit, if we're all getting 20, I might as well get it, just play it for fun, why not? And fucking, dude, it was just the same bullshit, like, over and over. I was like, I can't do this. I'm tired of it. I literally, like, nowadays, the only time I'll ever get on FIFA is either if anyone wants to play, like, just 1v1, sure. But, dude, I'll literally just play career mode the whole time. That's like the only enjoyable thing about the game now. And if Ultimate Team sucks dick.
I was going to say, if you put FIFA in, like, if you put maybe FIFA 18, 19, 20, and 21 in, and you're a casual fan, I don't think you could tell the difference. I really don't think you could tell the fucking difference. If they had the same rosters and everything, like, and, you know, obviously the same kind of graphics, I don't think you'd be able to tell the difference in the gameplay.
Yeah, no, gameplay, I feel like it's been pretty much always the same. Personally, to me, I always just felt like it was like, oh, same shit. I always get fucked over in the end. Scripting bullshit, I couldn't do it anymore.
Well, dude, they add, you know, here's the thing, and I love this. EA is so rich, too. And it's like, I cannot believe that they can't get a new port for FIFA 21 onto the Switch. They have to, it's like, how are you real? You know what I mean?
They just don't care, dude. They know they're gonna make money. That's literally it. They just don't care.
I don't know. I had so many things that I wanted to talk about with you. And I don't want to take up our whole time tonight talking about fucking EA and their fraudulent
I know,
shit. But I just, it really pisses me off because I know both of us really do like video games. And it just sucks when you see the industry going in such a shitty, you know, poop toilet shaped spiral.
Yeah, I know, it's sad, but that's just it. It's all fucked. What can you do?
But anyway, moving the conversation swiftly on, talking about getting fucked.
Let's hear it.
Let's talk, Vedad, about some interesting beef. Not beef. Wrong word.
Okay.
Number 15. Oh, popcorn does sound pretty good. No, I was going to talk and ask. Oh, shit, my ring just flew off my finger. One second. Oh. I'll get it later. I was going to ask. Let's talk women.
What about females?
Let's talk about why they're so confusing.
Well, I better All right.
I know you have a girlfriend here, but I mean, I know you've got some past experiences as well.
Well, yeah.
My whole complaint with this is, and this sounds like we're a misogynistic podcast. Hashtag hate the women.
Hell yeah. No, I'm kidding. No, please don't break up with me.
Oh my god. No, look, I want to preface this for any female viewers. This is probably gonna get like one view. It's gonna be me and you, but in case this ever gets discovered down the line, I want to preface one thing with women. I think men are equally very stupid, or not stupid. Well, we're fucking dumb. We're definitely
equally
fucking
stupid. Shit.
Yeah, you're right. They're definitely stupider than us.
Okay, I just said we're equals. I want to say equally stupid. Fuck's sake, trying to get A already?
Oh my god, episode 0.
Trying to get banned?
I don't think we can get banned for this. Look, all I'm trying to vent on
So
is my frustration with. I wish women shot their shots more. And why don't they?
Well, it's I think I had this talk with Adina. Or not really, but like we did talk about like how we like got together. Sure. And honestly, she kind of made the first move. Like, well, I don't know who really made the first move. I know like the moment I knew she was like fully interested was like on Kerim's birthday. She like planted the kiss. I was like, oh. Well, shit. So I can go in.
Okay, like, so she made the first move, and now look, you guys.
Like we always like in the past, like, what's it called? In the past, like few years that I've known her, like we always flirted, but we didn't know we didn't know what to do. We're like, let's just.
Yeah, but the inevitable push is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's what I like because of her. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I can finally ask her out.
I'm just saying. I think it seems to me like the more people that I talk to that have girlfriends, number one, I get more depressed that I don't. But number two, the thing that I find more common with it is a lot of the girls shoot their shots and then they're still dating. Ladies, if you want a relationship, you gotta shoot your fucking shot. I don't understand why they don't do it. I think it's hot. I think it's cool. I think it's sexy when women have confidence and they walk up to you and they're just like, hey.
That's what pulled me into Adina, dude.
Yeah, dude, ladies, and see, I hate this about men. Men that are like, oh, I don't like a confident woman. Well, it's like, dude, your dick must be so small that you can't have them. You know, it's like, fuck you, dude. You know what I mean? And I hate it because you just don't see it enough. And I wish we did. I wish women, because you know how stressful that is for a guy? Like, you know, it's, for example, when I'm at work, there's always the occasional cute chick, but I am working, okay? Like, in her eyes, I work at Target, by the way, so, like, in her eyes, I am this fucking peasant. I got this shitty name tag on, and, like, who the fuck am I to walk up to her and be like, hey, I think you're cute? She'd be like, ew, get the fuck away from me.
Fuck's sake.
But, you know, you see a cute girl at work or whatever. In my mind, it's always like, this lady has probably been bothered and told that she looks cute so many fucking times. And she probably gets this every day, all day. Why would I fucking go up to her and bother her, you know, with my presence? So it's like, just leave it. Or when you're at the bar, for example, it's like you're with the boys or whatever it might be. You're with the boys, you know what I mean? You're hanging out with your fellas. You see a cute chick across the bar. And all the boys are like, come on, man, go say hi, ha ha. But she's with all of her friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're trying to send her some signals. Like, I'll tell you a story here. Excuse me, the alcohol's getting to me now, boys.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
My God.
Last Halloween, I went to. You were there. We were there for Halloween, and Timon and Ben had come through the apartment. I hadn't seen these guys in such a long time, and they're like, hey, man, you want to come get a drink with us? I'm like, oh, you know, absolutely sure. And at this point, I was already a bit, you know, not drunk, but definitely feeling it. So we go out and we wait in line, and, you know, long story short, we get into this kind of, like, bar, but it wasn't really a bar. It was more like just a, you know, and it was also properly social distance, of course. Like, you have your own section with your own people. It was irresponsible to go during a pandemic, but they promised me it was like a different kind of vibe, and it was. Everybody was seated really far apart, but I was sitting there. I was having this, we were taking these shot rounds and ordering, and, I was getting drunk. And I look across the bar, the next table over, and there's this other group of people. And there's this really cute chick that's there. And there's this guy that's dressed up as Ric Flair, because this was Halloween. And so as a way of, getting in, I go up to him and I'm like, man, I love your Ric Flair costume. And he's like, thank you, bro. I love your Peaky Blinders costume. And then, inevitably that whole table kind of merges with our table. And now this cute chick's like standing right across the table from me.
Yeah.
And we're making this eye contact, and we're sharing some bits here and there of chatter, of chit chat, if you will. And, I'm waiting for her to say something. Like, hey, do you want to go over there? Are we going to have it? You know what I mean? Something to say that. Cause
you're trying to fuck. just right here, right now. Just
I thought she was the one, man. She was definitely the one.
Oh, my God.
No, but I was waiting for her to say something because, I didn't want to initiate that because she was with her friends. I didn't want to pull her away. And they were like, hey, we're going to go to a different bar. Do you guys want to come? And then she looked at me. She's like, come with us. Come on. It'll be fun. And I'm like, oh my God, this is it.
Oh my God.
And at this point, I'm a little bit drunk, and we go to this other bar, and, same kind of procedure. They can't let so many people in, so we're waiting out there. And then me and her are kind of chit-chatting about, and it's going really well, dude. And I'm like, you know what? When we get in there and we sit down, I'm going to sit down next to her, and I'm going to try to, and we get in there, and I get split off from the group for just a second because I see a guy that I hadn't seen in so long named Steven. And I give Steven, I'm like, oh my God, Steven, hey, what's up? And I turn around, and they've all been seated in this VIP lounge. I don't even know how they got in there. And I walk up to the security guard, and he puts his hand on my chest. He's like, what are you doing, man? Where are you going? I'm like, oh, those are my friends. He's like, no, we're at max capacity. You got to go somewhere else. You got to go back downstairs. And I see her. She's looking at me, and I'm like, oh my God,
Gladios is now offline. Hello.
got that in post.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what the fuck happened to Ben.
Are you here?
Maybe I'm the one with bad connection.
Are you here?
But currently he's talking about how Steven cockblocked this dude.
Hello?
And
hello?
he really needed it. But Steven obviously had to fuck it up.
Hey, can you hear me?
I don't know why.
But I'm here. Oh, shit.
Steven, if you're out there, it's kind of a dickish move on your part, but...
Oh, hello, Vedad, hello.
You know what? Just...
Vedad, hello.
You have fun, buddy. Shit, what the hell's going on with my light? What's wrong with my internet?
Oh my God, I can't believe this. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, Vedad, can you hear me?
I hear you. Do you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, and my keyboard died.
I do hear you.
Nice.
I do hear you. I don't know what just happened.
I was talking. I don't know if you were.
No, I was. My computer just like froze, and then it just did for like 15 minutes. So.
Oh. Isn't that great?
Anyway, yeah. So Steven and I. What part of the story did you last hear?
You were just at what's it called? The guy, the
Steven.
Fuck, the bouncer. The bouncer's like,
yes.
Can't come in out of VIP.
Yes, so he puts his hands on my chest, and he's like, where do you think you're going, man? I'm like, oh yeah, it's the VIP. I gotta get in. And she's looking at me, and Lazar's there, and he's trying to tell me to just jump over this little rope, and the bodyguard kind of walks away, and I'm asking Lazar, I'm like, what do I do, man? He's like, just jump the thing. I'm like, fuck it, I gotta talk to this chick. So I jump it.
Yeah.
I get 1 foot over the rope. This bodyguard swoops in, puts his hand again on my chest. He's like, are you fucking stupid, man? Get the fuck out of here, man. I get kicked out. And he starts walking me, and I'm drunk, dude. And I'm trying to walk down these stairs and not fall over. And he's like, come on, man. Keep moving, man. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm trying to go. And, God
I
damn
don't
it.
know, Woodley. What did I do?
And I get kicked out, and I never got that girl's number. I never got her name. I don't know where she's at. I don't know,
Did Lazar know her?
No. We didn't know this group at all. And to this day, just that's my luck with love, dude. I have awful luck with love. There's always something that goes wrong.
I was saying while you were gone, I was like, well, if Steven is hearing this, he's a cock blocker.
Oh, no, Steven, it's not his fault. I mean, he didn't cock block me. It was just I was saying hello to him, and I got left behind. And I mean, from what I heard from Lazar, they got kicked out not even 4 or 5 minutes later. But I was just, I was like, yeah. And I even asked Lazar, I was like, did you get her name at all? And he's like, no, man. I don't even know who you're talking about. I'm like, Jesus, did she even exist? Like, so yeah, yeah, that's just my luck with love, man. It's never been the smoothest road. So
yeah, but you can make it to the end. I mean, I fucking
make it to the end. Jesus Christ, make it to the end. What do you mean? What is the end? What's the end? Is it death?
Like fine. No, just find the woman that's right for you.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. You never quite know. I'll tell you one thing about it, because I know this is like your first serious relationship, and I hope you and Adina last for years to come, if not lifetimes. But the first is always the biggest worry, because it's your first taste of love. You never quite have tasted something like it before, and you cherish it and you hold it. But what I'll tell you, like when I was in my first and really only relationship, I would say, I tasted love. I knew what it was. I was like, damn, this is so fucking great. And then we ended up breaking up. And then cue the anime, like season 1 through 5. I went through this entire character change. And you have all these questions. And you go through all these character arcs and developments. And you're trying to, you know what I mean?
No.
And then eventually you come full circle. Like over the course of 4 years, I've done it all. I just want to feel loved again. And you get tired of the hookups, you get tired of the, the one night stands, you get tired of the whatever it might be. You just want to feel love again.
I mean, I understood. I understand. I don't know. I guess it's like a different path for me. I mean, I just kept trying and trying, barely landed, and then here's Adina, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna make my move. Well, actually, she made her move, but I always made a move or something, and it worked out in my favor. And I mean, I've already met her family. I'm fucking good friends with everyone there. Just
goddamn, stupid fucking bitch.
Oh, I guess he's away from the
My
mic.
computer just started. my computer just started playing some noise.
Jesus. Is any of this recording going to be even used?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's even working.
You don't know if what's working.
The recording, just because your fucking computer keeps.
Oh no, it's my other computer. I'm rich.
Oh,
I have two computers.
Okay.
Idiot.
Understood. No, but no, I don't know. I guess our paths are just. I mean, our lives were different in that sense. You had a relationship that last. Fuck, how long did that relationship last?
Nearly a year.
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy.
And then, yeah, just knowing the details about it, I was fucking. That's kind of fucked, dude.
Yeah, well, we won't go into details just to respect people's personal privacy on names and things like that. But essentially, that relationship after a year ended off equivalently to what I would call or what I would surmise is like somebody dropped some water on the floor, and instead of cleaning it up, we just were like, it's not worth it. That's basically how I can summarize it for you. And then, of course, I went on a torrid path for the next 2 years. And then I met this girl my sophomore year of college, and she was a freshman. And I really actually, enjoyed hanging out with her. She was super swell. And then I got scared because I kind of felt that love, and I was like, oh, fuck, I don't think I'm ready for this, dude. And I told her, I was like, yeah, I can't do this. I'm not ready for this, blah, 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 blah. So we broke up, and we didn't speak for 2 years, and I was right inevitably because I ended up, going through my whole depressed episodes and state of shit, and then I had to kind of find myself, and, I think it was inevitably the right move. But, sure as shit, not too long ago, I ended up hitting her up again because that event bothered me for so long. And I hit her up, and I was like, I basically just wanted to apologize to her. That was it. And I didn't know. She had just gotten out of her, like, you know, her 2-year relationship. And, I mean, I did not know that upon hitting her up. And so when I, you know, messaged her, I apologized. And then she kind of insinuated that she wanted to, you know, grab a coffee and talk about it. And so one thing led to another. We started hanging out. And we hung out a lot, man. Like, we hung out so many times. And we were calling and blah, blah, blah. And Vedad, I fucked up. I caught feelings for the woman. And then she pulled the Uno reverse card on me. And it's kind of poetic in a way how it happened. Because she told me one day, she's like, yeah, we can't do this anymore. Sorry. Like, I'm not in the right mental state of mind. Basically the same thing that I said. And here we are now, January 24th. And I am down bad. Like, I miss her, dog.
No. When you have like that big ass like heartbreak, that shit's like, well, yeah, it just sucks, dude. I remember.
Oh, go ahead.
Nah, dude, that's happened. That's already happened. Fucking what was it? Twice already.
To you or me?
As far as I know that actually me. For me, I'm talking about right now. Before I like got with Adina.
Oh yeah. All right, dude.
What?
I was going to say, do you remember New Year's 2000 and I want to say 15, 14, I'm not sure what it was. We were at I think you could probably say her name.
In the basement?
We were in the basement of this girl's house. It was me, you, Edis,
Their
Karen,
sisters,
and Vedad. Yeah, yep. And the girl that I was into at that time was not into me. And God, I liked her so much, dude. And I remember crying so much on New Year's, and you guys are laughing and like throwing shit at me. Like
I felt bad, but at the same time, I was like, dude, come on, like, dude, you'll be fine.
In hindsight, it was the stupidest, simpiest shit, and it's also really funny. But obviously, at the time, I didn't feel that way. But yeah, it does good. It's good for character development, I would say. Heartbreak.
Character development.
Yeah, I mean, you learn a lot from it, but at the same time, it sucks. Everybody wants to feel loved, and when you're not loved, it feels like, you got slapped with a slice of bread that had peanut butter on it, and now it's, it's in your beard and shit, and it tastes weird, and you get a little hungry, so you kind of try some of it.
Yeah.
Question for you, Vedad. Should I drive 2 hours right now to Cedar Falls?
No, dude. It's fucking 10:13 at night. Just go to bed. Why do you need to drive 2 hours?
Something's come up.
Sure. Yeah, something has come up.
The podcast is more important.
But no, yeah.
What is the farthest Vedad you've ever driven for pussy? Actually, don't answer this question. We already know that. 3 hours.
Okay, not 3 hours. What the hell?
What is it? It's like a 2.5 hour drive, isn't it?
2 hours. Not even. Less than 2 hours, I'd say.
Stop it. Less than 2 hours to Iowa City?
If you go 80 miles per hour.
You're lying, brother. It's Halloween. It took me like 2. No, let's go and pull up Google.
You're a fucking slow ass driver. That's your problem.
Hey, man.
That's why it takes you like 3 hours to get there.
Yeah, I
Me and Kedim, fucking 80 miles per hour. You're fucking fine, dude.
Iowa City, Iowa, United States. 1 hour and 40. How is Iowa City closer to us than Cedar Falls? What the hell?
It's just a straight shot, dude. Like, there's literally like no turning.
Yeah, Cedar Falls is an hour and 54 minutes away. It's 125 miles. Oh, but damn, dude. She's got a hot tub in her house. She's all alone. Oh, my God.
Just go this weekend.
No, this weekend is next weekend. And that's just far too far.
Next weekend.
I'm stuck in a crisis where, occasionally I just want to be social, but I also want to just do my own thing. And it's a very hard medium to manage, I would say.
Yeah.
What do you think I should do, Vedad?
Man, just do what I do and fucking do what you like. If I want to be social, I'd be social with my friends, dude. But if I want to be by myself, I'm by myself, chilling, doing something with my hands. Not jerking off, but that's one of the things, yeah. Nah, dude, I had to find I finally decided to take up fucking Legos again, dude. Like a hobby.
My God,
like collecting shit, dude. That shit's fun. Better than fucking collecting what? Well, I mean, you know, everyone collects what they want, but for me, I always liked Legos, and just being able to build it with your hands and then just seeing the creation is so awesome. I love it, dude. I don't know about you though.
You know what I hate, Vedad, is I live downtown, and there's such a nice nightlife downtown, and I can't fucking go to these stupid fucking bars and enjoy it and make new friends and socialize. I love it. I hate it, and I love it.
Well, COVID-19.
When do you think?
Deal.
When do you really think COVID-19 will be over,
Well,
if ever?
When every single country goes into lockdown for a good amount of time, and then after a year, pretty much whatever New Zealand did, dude, that's all you need to do.
You know what I find crazy? When this whole shebang started, we were like saying, yeah, we're gonna go into an entire lockdown for like 3 weeks. And everybody's like, oh, yeah, if we do that, we're gonna die. You know, it's the economy, it's gonna crash. And now look where we're at. Now it's fucked. Now everything's burning, and life sucks, and you know.
Fucking if Trump had dealt with Corona earlier, probably would have gotten 4 more years, honestly.
Oh, you really think so?
Yeah, I fully think one main reason why people voted for Biden was to get rid of COVID. I'm saying that right now. Obviously, sure, like now these new like Black Lives Matter protests are a big reason why they wanted Biden. But one good factor that played in was the coronavirus, guaranteed. It's been a year, and people are tired of it. And so, dude, I'm fully thinking they voted for Biden just to get rid of COVID. Just to potentially, hopefully, get rid of COVID if fucking Biden actually does something soon.
Wow. I mean, if you want to hop into politics, we could certainly get into politics. That's a dark horse, though. I mean,
I'm in the. I'll just do basic politics. If you're gonna like full on bring in a.
Well, I'm gonna bring in
fucking law 37, Article 3, Law 37. Like, just okay, dude. I'm just whatever I see in my eyes, whatever I hear, I'll talk about it. But until I have a decision in my head, I mean, politics. I love politics. I'm not saying I love politics. I do find politics interesting. I always wanted to get more into it, but I have points I just feel like I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna let other people decide. I'm just gonna let other people talk about it, but I'll just have my own beliefs and shit, or
you know, I have to say,
my own ideologies.
Vedad, my ass is so sweaty right now.
Oh, sorry, chat.
It is incredibly like I always have my apartment at like 76. I never have it any lower than that. It's always 76. Always.
Okay. Rapey.
What? Did you say rapey?
What?
What part of that was rapey?
Sorry,
What part of that was rapey?
No.
I said my ass was sweaty.
Yeah, bro. I'm a little suspect, dude.
Hey,
Dude, I've been playing Minecraft this whole time, and I still haven't found a fucking spot to make a house. I legit don't know what to do with my life anymore.
I mean, you're being pretty productive right now. We're filming a podcast, and you're playing Minecraft. I mean,
Minecraft, dude. You can do anything with Minecraft. Literally, you can fucking. You can do your job while doing Minecraft.
Oh my! Look at the chat.
Hi, Busha.
Oh, fuck.
What's going on?
Oh, Jesus. You'll see.
It's loading in. It is our boy, Nick Rick.
No, it's Nick Rick doing something that he shouldn't have ever done.
Well, it's taking forever because my, CenturyLink Wi-Fi.
Yeah, well...
Oh, wait. That video... Man, that video has a history, though. That video has some history, dude. Beyond, our group.
We are going to save that video, and one day I'm going to bring Nick on this podcast, and he will answer for his fucking crimes.
Nah,
I can't tell you the audience.
No, you can. Nah, I feel like we can talk about it, but
I don't.
Fully. Okay, no, let's not. No, never mind. That's just.
We can't crack open this can of worms on this episode. This is the pilot, okay? We have to have some sort of normalcy, and we have to have people that believe this is going to be a good PG-13 podcast. But if we ever do get our boy Nick on here, I think we have to ask him about this said issue.
Dude, that fucking video. Dude, that shit. I remember. The fact that he. Well, we gotta stop talking about it. I can't.
Yeah, I feel bad excluding everybody. We'll bring him on episode 1 or 2. Man, maybe Vedad, you should just be our third co-host if Taylor. Well, if Taylor never makes it to an episode, you should definitely be the second co-host. But if not, you should be our third co-host. I think you've got a very insightful mind. You're basically like a Buddhist monk, you know.
Damn, bro, I don't think my Hojo will be okay with that.
This fucking mimosa's hit me pretty hard right now. I think we're going into red alert.
Red alert.
The recipe called for an eighth of vodka, and I put about half of vodka.
2 shots of vodka.
Damn,
bro.
Oh man. Anyway, there was another thing that I wanted to talk to you about, Vedad. Since this is our pilot episode, I figured, you know, since we're talking to interesting people about their interesting lives.
Oh yeah, definitely, dude.
I did a bit of research on you on Google.com, and I found some quickfire questions that I want to rattle off and have you answer for.
Oh my god! Did you actually look me up?
Yeah, man. I looked you up on LinkedIn. I got your Twitter and Instagrams, and I want to go ahead and ring off some questions here. I'm going to definitely. These are all going to be on screen as we talk about them, so you know that we have a visual, of course. And so we're going to start with your Instagram here, Vedad.
Okay.
And I just want to start by asking you about one of the posts that you pretty recently put on there. It was this post here. You were on a jet ski, which is great. You know, where was that picture taken, by the way?
That was in Florida. It was in Destin, Florida. Yeah.
Right, and
was it? Yeah, it was Destin.
I don't know. You know, you got a nice haircut, great shorts, but I want to draw some focus here because you've been a meme in our group for a while because of your notoriously nice feet, and I couldn't happen to notice.
God fucking damn it!
You've got some flip flops going on there. So, what's going on? What's going on there?
Well, I'm not gonna wear my fucking shoes on a jet ski.
What's it like having that kind of power?
On a jet ski?
No.
Or do you mean feet-wise?
Yeah.
It's disgusting. I hate it.
Any consideration ever on starting an OnlyFans or what?
Man, dude, always with this OnlyFans bullshit.
Okay, let me just pitch it by you real quick. I just want to say how easy that would be for you. But anyway, continue on. Sorry.
I mean, I did see that. What was it? I think literally on Daily Mail on Snapchat, they talked about how a guy literally sells feet pics and gets like $30K a month or some shit.
Yeah, don't you think that's worth it?
I don't know, dude. Might have to run that by Dina, dude. I wouldn't even want to do that.
Well, she could.
She'd have to be the one to convince me to do it.
Okay, so what you're saying is, if you become our official podcast host, we can maybe bring her on and have her try to convince you. Is what you're saying?
If she convinces me somehow to do it, she's pretty much I'm saying she's the only one who would be able to convince me. But if she did convince me just somehow to have an OnlyFans just for my feet, I guess fucking I don't even know how much I charge for that shit. I don't even know the first thing to do.
Well, mate, I just want to let you know, I'm going to be working diligently to get her on here now. And you need to be on that episode. And the entire hour and a half, 2 hour, whatever it end up being, we are going to try to convince you to be, making an OnlyFans.
All right.
Like, I've thought about it too. I have actually thought about making an OnlyFans as well. I've seen the amount of money you can make, and I won't lie, I've thought about it.
Let's move on from the feet, for fuck's sake.
Okay,
oh my god.
This went a little bit longer, I suppose, than it was ever. So we'll move over now to Instagram here, because
You've been on Instagram, but okay.
We're gonna move over from Instagram to Twitter now. Excuse me.
Okay. Okay, you want to move the mic a little bit? Jeez.
Away from my face. Sorry.
Now you're like breathing into it, like when you were doing that.
Sorry. So I want to bring up some tweets, and
Yeah.
I just want you to explain them. This first one is 4:07 a.m. Was July 22nd, 2020. I'm so lost. Vedad, what does it mean?
On what day?
It was July 22nd, 2020. Do you remember the tweet? If so, what does it mean?
I don't fucking know.
No idea.
July 20th. Let me look this shit up. Let me look on my Twitter. I am actually confused. Why did I post this? Alright, let's see. Hold on, let's go. Scroll. For fuck's sake, I have 300 tweets. That's too much to look through. I'm so lost. Let's see. Up and then looking at non-sending that, and then Ms. 407. I think. Okay, I actually do remember this one. I forgot what. Well, okay, I'm not gonna.
You don't have to go too
fully
much
remember.
into detail, but we want.
It was literally just one night. There was one night I was just up so late thinking about so much shit, and I was just like, I'm just so lost. Like I literally just like I was so lost. I had so much shit on my mind that I had to think about, and I was like, what? I don't know. Not like some depressing shit. It was just so. It was just. I don't know. I don't know how to describe it exactly.
Okay, so we no explanation.
Not really, to be honest. I just was thinking of a bunch of shit, and as far as I remember that day. But yeah.
Okay. Moving on then.
All right.
I saw you got a Lamborghini here. A couple pictures here. Couldn't tell if this was real or not, but it said, "Thank you, family, for my birthday present." Is it true that your mom bought you a Lamborghini?
Yeah, I have a Lamborghini in my garage right now.
Okay.
For those wondering, it was literally just a toy car that Kedim's sister got me for my birthday, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna post it.
All right, I'm gonna make
Just
another tweet
again.
here from the 10th of August, 2019. I really don't know what to do at this point. Can't give up. Can't stop being me. Can't stop helping. I don't know if I can help myself because that's too selfish. I just know I won't get that break I really fucking need. Vedad, do you remember tweeting it? If so,
wait, when was the what was the day?
This was August 10th, 1999, 2019.
Yeah, I played the 5th on that one.
Okay. Wait, you do remember the tweet?
Yeah, I remember that one.
Okay.
Yeah, I played the 5th on that.
And I love how we started this podcast off by talking about people who post like on their Snapchat, "Don't hit me up, only the real ones know." And then we all
That was like I've matured from that. I realize that's what I'm saying. Like
okay.
I look at them in my past and like, why did I do that?
Right. Okay. Well, let's give this one a crack in the whip then. July 9th. Seems like July is a bad month for you. July 9th, 2019. I gave all I could, but it seems like it never really was enough. Upside down smiley face. Vedad, do you remember tweeting it? If so.
July 20. Dude, yeah, fuck again. Another one of those things. Actually, no, that's a lyric from Oliver Tree. Yeah, that's his name's Oliver Tree. From the one song. I forgot which one it is. Shit. It's like the only 2 songs I actually listened to. But yeah, it's from Hurt. It's like one of his like first songs he released. That was just an interesting quote. I was like, you know what? Fucking true, dude. Gave everything I could and didn't get shit back.
Okay, so there's
But again, that depressive, that fucking, that stage, that we talked about earlier.
Sure, your cringy, depressive state. Understandable.
Yes.
Okay. One more here, Vedad. One more. That I think really needs a lot of context here. Actually,
God.
I just found
I hate you for this so much. I'm getting back at you at some point.
We're gonna go with 3 more. In
3 more.
Yeah, they're back to back to back like bangers, and I keep scrolling and seeing these. There's a video of you dancing, and you look really young as well. This is from April 1st, 2019. It says, "No one, absolutely fucking no soul, me," and you're dancing.
Oh, well, I mean, okay, so, when I was hanging out, like, I mean, I don't know. At times, always like when we're hanging out, I don't know if people notice it. I just start like doing some random shit, like whatever it's dancing or just whatever it is. And the group I like used to hang out with like throughout like high school, but that they like ones that are like in my grade and shit.
Sure.
Whenever I would like hanging out or some shit, they're like just sitting around talking or some shit. I'm just dancing. I didn't know what the fuck to do. And so that video was fucking filmed by my friend Shayla. She was just in the car, like, we're, like, trying to figure out a plan. I'm literally just outside, like, I turned my music in my car. I'm just, like, went outside and started dancing. I'm like, we're gonna fucking do something, or am I gonna dance here the whole time?
Okay.
But,
I like it.
yeah, that was, yeah.
Actually, we'll finish up with this one, because I think this one is... Well, fine. We'll toss this one there. You tweeted a picture on the 12th of April, 2019, of this green bird with a gun. And you said... "Oh, bien tu español o desaparecerás." What's going on there?
That's when Duolingo Bird was becoming a trending meme, remember? And so I literally just pretty much it's like you either speak Spanish or you disappear. I'm glad ID my cousin like that. I was like, yeah, someone got it.
I'll like that for you too.
Perfect.
Okay, but I'm finishing up with this one because I have to ask a question about this. You tweeted on the 23rd of March 2019. "Yo, who the fuck thought of charging $3 for a sip of apple juice?" My question: who the fuck is charging for that in the first place?
Fucking Spirit Airlines. Those fucking bitches. I didn't realize that's why. It was like I think it was the first time ever like flying on Spirit. And I didn't realize that's why they were so cheap, because like you pay for like the drinks and shit as well. And so on the way back from Mexico, I remember the stewardess came out, they were just like, "Hey, would you like something to drink?" And I was like, "Yeah." Fuck, what did I say? Was it orange juice, apple juice, whichever one I tweeted out? Fuck. And pretty much she just gave me like it was just like a little bit of orange juice, dude. I was honest. I was like, alright, fuck it. And then as I'm about to drink this, she's like, "How are you gonna pay?"
Oh.
And I'm like, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, you have to pay for this." I'm like, "Since when have I ever had to pay for a drink on an airplane?" And then Kedim's sister had to explain to me. She's like, "Yeah, you have to pay for this shit. It's not like other airlines." I'm like, I literally looked at the cup. I was like, "Here you go." I just gave it back. I was like, "Fuck you. I'm not gonna pay $3 for a fucking juice, like a little bit of juice. Go fuck yourself."
Well, I can't believe they didn't include it. That's what I'm kind of more shocked by. What kind of fucking airline doesn't include, you know what I mean, beverages? That doesn't make any sense.
Well, they included it, but you gotta fucking pay, man. I was just like, what? Like, come on. So I went the whole ride. I was thirsty as fuck, and I was so pissed.
How long was the flight?
I mean, like, what is like an hour or two from Mexico to fucking, I don't even know where we had dropped off. But I managed, but still, it was fucking pissed off.
Oh, I love that. All right, that's enough. That's enough of the tweets. I mean, we're nearing the end of this podcast because I've decided I'm going to go and drive to Cedar Falls. So.
Oh my god. You're going to Cedar Falls. 2 hours away.
At 10:30 at night.
For some puss.
What?
This dude.
No. Well, that's not entirely true.
This dude.
What?
I'm disappointed. But keep going with the questions, whatever we're on about.
No, I was just gonna ask if we're gonna play D&D.
I don't know, man. Just if it comes to a point, I'm
Hey,
sure.
Kedim said he was down, so now you have literally no excuse. It's like a bunch of Target guys. We're all coworkers, and it's setting targets, so we're gonna role play Target employees. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
Nah, I don't know. I mean, we'll see. It just sounds like work, and I'm like, I gotta get into it first, and then we'll be able to do it. But we'll see in the future. Can't say I will never play it, but we'll see. I don't know.
So you're saying you'd be down? You'd like to play around?
Potentially. We'll have to see.
Oh, God, dude, this is what I hate about this fucking friend group. You motherfuckers, it's always potentiallys and maybes, and we'll have to sees.
With some of the shit.
Quit
like
putting...
D&D, yeah, potentially.
No, that should be a yes, I'm going to do it, I want to do it so badly.
Potentially.
God damn it, you motherfucker. Okay, well, look, this was a great first episode. I want to take a quick second to thank our sponsors for the night. We have got Modelo, brewed for the fighting spirit.
We are actually not sponsored. Please don't copyright us. Please don't sue us. Please don't put a lawsuit towards us. I'm literally just trying to get through community college right now.
I really had a fun time on this first episode, this episode 0 pilot episode. Obviously, the people like it. Here's what I want to do to improve the quality of the podcast. I would like to have it be a video chat. What do you think? Would you open to a video chat at any point?
Maybe.
Maybe
potentially.
You could dress up a little bit, get a little tuxedo suit on with no pants, because we can't see below the desk. Mm-hmm. What do you think?
Potentially. My webcam is kind of like...
God damn it, man. Always fucking just say...
Well, potentially. We'll see, if we do it. I do like just doing voices, but if we got to do... We could try maybe a video with faces, but...
Yeah, and I'm hoping next episode we can get Taylor on here so that we can have the official co-host for this podcast. I'm hoping we film every Sunday, so Vedad, if you are open on Sunday again, I'd love to have you on here. We're going to try to get another guest. It's our first episode next week, so we've really got to get a good guest. We've got a good guest lineup. I've spoken to a few people that I think would be very interesting. We've got a startup app starter. We've got my friend, Brandon, Big Brandon with his cart business. We'd love to get him on there, of course.
Yeah.
But, we got a couple different people that I'd love to interview and just have a chit chat with, have a couple drinks of sake or some whiskey. And that's what I'm drinking tonight, and just kind of let our emotions go and bring back the old days of talking to each other 1-on-1, 2v1, 3-on-1, and having a good time. So anyway, thank you guys so much for coming out to tonight's podcast. If you watch this whole video through and you're somehow watching this, you're an absolute legend. Please leave a comment down below that says Vedad is a goofball. That way we know that you've made it to the end of the episode. I don't know how I'm going to upload this. I might put this on Spotify or something, or, who knows?
Honestly, that's not a bad way to start off. Spotify or, YouTube, obviously.
On YouTube. Yeah, we'll put it on YouTube, but of course we'll also put it on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Anywho,
obviously.
With that being said, also check out Vedad's OnlyFans content. It's going to be bank shots. I'll put that link in the description down below. And Vedad, any closing thoughts for the people at home, my friend?
Get a good night's rest. Work out. If you don't, well, fuck, I guess you don't work out. Fuck it. And drink plenty of water, please. Oh, dude, water's so fucking good.
That's a solid pitch.